San Diego Wave FC. So San Diego Wave FC and San Diego FC were riding opposite sides of the lightning. One was getting struck by the lightning, just couldn't get away from it, and the other one was absolutely on pace to just have an incredible, potentially record-breaking run, as we wrongfully, incorrectly predicted here last week for San Diego Wave. They did not in fact go 8 games unbeaten or with a victory.
We should start with Portland, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So midweek match against Portland. You're going to Providence Park. It's a three games within a week. Technically, it's like 8 days, but they kind of been saying 3 games a week. It's 8 days, but altitude, so you can say it's a week. Mm-hmm. But got a tough matchup against the Portland Thorns, who at this time were second place in the NWSL standings. So 1 versus 2, no matter what, it's going to be a fun matchup. A lot of people were looking forward to it, reaching out to me in the NWSL circles, being like, what do you got? What do you got? Who do you think? And I was just like, man, it's NWSL, man. Coin flip. You never know. Anything can happen. And that is actually funny because technically the circle of parity has officially been finished. I don't know if you follow this. It's something where everybody team
beats everybody.
Has beaten everybody. So because Portland beat San Diego in this game, the circle has been truly completed, but good, I think pretty solid lineup. What you expect from San Diego Wave, Jonas, Eidevall. This is like the ideal starting 11 right now without Kat Macario. As once she comes back, then I think she'll take a spot in this lineup at somewhere. But Dudini on the left wing, Ludmila up in the 9, Ascanio on the right, Lorena Foster, Kenza Dali, Leah Godfrey in the midfield. Then you got Pearl Maroney on the left side, Mima Van Zanten on the right side, and then Kennedy Wesley and Chris McNabb at your center backs, and Leah Freeman in goal.
Oof. Potentially the last time we see Leah Friedman in goal as a starter. We'll see, because she did not have the best of matches here midweek. San Diego Wave, you kind of see, the trajectory that they've been playing. They've been playing really well. They've came back in amazing fashion against Denver in altitude. So there's a lot of energy output in that match. So to ask them to go and face the number 2 was going to be a difficult situation. But nonetheless, I thought they would have had a better showing as well. But, clearly, as Emma Hayes says, Jonas has found a style. This team has found a style. They found an identity, and they're going to go ahead and move forward with it. Unfortunately, that identity is not necessarily yielding goals outside of, really capitalizing on mistakes. In Denver, you get an own goal that turns a draw into a win. But on that final third, you're not really seeing it. And then in transition moments, you're also kind of stuck in no person's land. A goal that should have been saved by Freeman, just the positioning. Great thought, great idea to take the shot from that area of the pitch. But you just have to do better if you're Friedman with positioning as well.
Yeah, and Pietra Torden's like taking this shot as well. Is like it's really tough to just like even defend, but she's both off her line and on the line at the same time. It's hard to like kind of say what Leah Freeman's like doing or really like thinking here. It's unfortunate, but still have a long game ahead of you. And I think when you come back from down 2 in the Denver game, it's not like the end of the world still for San Diego. Like once it was crazy when in this SDFC game, you go 2-1 and it feels like, oh, it's the end of the world. They're going to score. San Diego Wave, it's like, hey, you're 1-0. You're still fine. Like you can still come back. You still have a belief in the way this identity works and the way they match up against other teams and the way that they create chances that you're gonna score some goals, but it just doesn't happen in this Portland match.
Yeah, no, I think you kind of got the sense that San Diego Wave could get it done from in any way, and in that moment you're like, yeah, you have a goal against you, but you're kind of a counter-punching team, where you do have to take some knocks here and there, but just know that boom, it's gonna come on back on the other side, and eventually you're going to score one. Even if it does turn 2-0, there's always that hope. But I mean, halfway in.
The difference here is though too that like Portland, they've been switching around their center backs and stuff, but they've still been a really good team defensively. And I don't think I gave them that credit in our preview. And that's probably something that I should have realized, that like they're pretty compact and very well organized despite the number of like combinations, different changes. Sam Coffey's not in the 6 anymore. It's a different Portland team. The coach didn't join until the end of the season, but they're still like really well coached and made the complete like right decisions that they needed to make, that just made it all the windows for San Diego Wave to like try and create a shot. None of them were like great. Like they create chances, but they're not great chances. You know, it's just like they're because there's so many defenders and they're so compact that it's like you're not really gonna get,
or they get in their own way
shot.
Literally,
yeah. That happened a couple of times, but in the second half especially, it just felt like they're very comfortable kind of sitting back and doing the counter. At least Portland was, and then also like seeing how Houston was successful against them. Portland just kind of took that blueprint and did it as well. And I think now these 3 games have really set the blueprint for the rest of the NWSL on how to beat San Diego, which might be a problem moving forward.
And you know, you had a good run of consistency, but then again, you can't miss one-on-one opportunities that way. It's a great save, but
Ludmila,
no,
Ludmila, right? Or
this one?
Oh, Gabby Portillo. Yeah,
like you have.
She subs on also 46th minute. I asked Jonas Eidevall about it after the match because he came on for Leah Godfrey, and he was just like, "Yeah, you got to protect legs because it's midweek match, so not an injury thing, not a tactical thing, more so just protecting legs thing." But Portillo's not been good this year.
Just when I talk, what do we do about Portillo?
We had a whole conversation about this in the press box last night, because there were just multiple times with and without the ball that she was just making mistakes, not really like having the errors. And then you could see her getting frustrated because she was wide open and not getting the ball. And the fact that she is wide open and still not getting the ball says a lot about how the team is being coached, told, or feel comfortable playing. And that's playing down the left side, getting the ball to Dudinha, and hoping some magic happens, and kind of just ignoring Portillo's presence out there, which is not good. It's right winger. You got to have extra attackers out there. But yeah, Sophia Wilson gets her first goal coming back from maternity leave. So pretty cool moment. Lorena Foster just gets beat as well. Just like out physical.
I mean, talk about being beat. Freeman.
She knows it too. After Kennedy Wesley can't do that much, and then Leah Freeman punches the floor really hard after the goal.
See, in for outdoor players, it's the nutmeg that hurts. It's the tunnel of doom, where anything below your hand and in between your armpit, anything that goes there, it's just a dark hole, and it just sucks matter, and it just goes in every time, and those hurt.
Yeah.
2-0 Portland.
Gabby had more shots in this game, but I don't think they were great shots either though. Like it was kind of just a function of like them controlling the left side so much that I think Portillo probably had more chances, but I still don't think Portillo's the answer up in that right wing spot.
San Diego Wave is unable to come back in this match despite Dudinha and companies huffing and puffing and just creation, but no finalization essentially.
And we wanted to post the post game on this one, but it what's it called? Wave didn't. You got to show me how to do the OBS thing for recording the Zooms, because it's pretty. I don't know. It's kind of. I wasn't able to record the Zoom, and then Wave didn't post it. They posted like the old one, so we don't have the post game sound from this one. I got a little bit contentious with Kenza Dali. We were kind of disagreeing about
Oh, this is the one where she schooled you?
She
supposedly?
didn't school me. It wasn't. I kind of was like, Portland's defense was really stopped you guys. Like, and she was like, "What? I don't agree. Like, I don't agree. Like, we've created so many chances. We were building. We had positive moments. We were creating attacks. You lost 2-0."
No, but say what she said to you.
And she said, like, this is part of football. What did she say? The football?
Well, in football.
Oh, she said, well, in football. Blah, blah, blah. I'll find the full quote. Now you got me. I don't want to misquote.
There needs to be a Hall of Fame of just Abe quotes. Jaden Shaw, is it harder or easier to come off as a substitute in the second half?
That's not even my worst one with Jaden Shaw. I've asked worse questions.
You did, but that's the one that she remembered you for.
Even though I didn't ask that question.
And you didn't ask it, but yeah, it's attributed to you, which is funny as hell. Well, Abe, in football, you lost Wave 2-0 against a good Portland team.
Here it is.
Are you playing it? Audio? Here we go.
Structure and what made it the time. If you could just speak to me a little bit about Portland's defensive structure and what made it so hard to score those chances. It seemed like Portland was really tough for you guys today.
You think? I didn't feel that Portland was tough against us. Like, I think the pressing first half was really good. They pressed us higher than last time when they came in Snapdragon. But I think second half we came with other possibility. Again, we turn over the goal, we concede, but I don't think they create that much. I think we had the better chance. We have a 1v1 with we have Kim in first half. We have 1v1 with Gabby. Gabby had a good shot. Dudinia, like we could score tonight, but we just didn't find the net. And then when you don't find the net against team like that, you're gonna concede. So yeah, again, it's really small margins, but I don't think Portland were the better team tonight.
I think what I kind of want to more say is, like, when the team is really strong defensively and is able to sit back, it was kind of similar to the way the Houston match went. How do you think your team needs to work to be able to pull out results against teams like that are able to defend well, sitting back on like a low block like that?
I mean, in football, the hardest thing is to create chances, and even more against a low block. And I think we done that well. Again, we were capable of scoring more than 2 goals tonight. But again, yeah, you're right. It's a learning process.
Yeah, I was right.
Football.
I was right.
Yes, Kenza did say you're right.
Yeah, you're right. It's a learning process against team that
You're right.
knows that we like transition, we like as well possession. So yeah, team are watching us and they're gonna try to challenge us in a lot of things. But the most important things is what we're doing us and what we keep building an identity. And I think we're doing really well. We actually really doing well. And tonight we're losing. The 1 point ahead now of us, but the table means nothing today. Nothing. There's such a long time, so I'm not even watching it. The most important is that I win something at the end of the season. This game doesn't matter to me if we're learning from it.
This game doesn't matter to me if we learn from it. Coach Kenza,
dude, she could be such a sick coach.
Oh, she's gonna be.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think she's like
too much.
She does love the game, but loves the game in a way that I don't like. She might get too frustrated with players and not enough control. At least now she gets frustrated, but she has enough control where she's in the game and playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she would like enjoy that as coach. I think somebody asked her about it. And she's just like, I'm still playing. Like, she's not even anywhere near thinking about that right now. But she's freaking cool, man. That was a great response. I'm glad I pushed back a little bit. We got a real good answer from her. And sometimes you do need to be told, like, hey man, this is who we are
in football.
And yeah, I think it was a good question. So sometimes, I maybe have a little egg on my face. But,
no, I like it.
But like I said before, we're not here to win the press conference.
Mm-mm.
We're here to get the best answers and the best.
Yeah, for you guys.
And I'm sorry that I posted that in my article, but sorry we didn't get the full media availability out there. But you did get to just listen to it on Two Balls and a Mic.
That's why you listen here. Plus, we get you all the sound, right? And then everybody else takes our questions and sound, and it's free for everybody. That's why NBC takes a Kennedy Wesley quote and has great success on socials. Like, it's part of it.
I saw that. Yeah. Then
part
I
of
saw
it.
like Cat Macario one had great success on some socials
Hey,
as well.
We create gold for everybody else to mine.
Okay. I like that. I don't know. But it's part of the story. I mean, we're not the story. It's just fun.
It is.
It's cool.
wild.
It's good to see people out there. But
What's Tony's worst non-Portuguese question? I actually was challenged after.
dude, somebody like put it on you because somebody actually asked a question in Portuguese this weekend to Dudinha.
She killed it.
There was a moment though where Dudinha was like, "What did she say?"
And I felt a little vindicated in that moment. I'm like,
maybe just
cool.
Dudinha doesn't speak Portuguese. You're like, what? Maybe Dudinha is the problem.
Você não fala português? Você não brasileira? Anyway,
that's funny.
I think I asked Casey Stoney once, like, it's like something. It had to be with Casey, in that which
Stoney fired after 0-0 tie to Houston.
Somebody brought up to me that, hey, didn't Casey get fired after 6 consecutive non-victories? Right?
I think it was 7.
Yeah. Mikey Vadas. That's
crazy.
What they were pointing out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, wasn't this? And then
it is crazy when you think about it. Did Jill Ellis pull the trigger early? Probably.
Yeah, Abe's not afraid to challenge a team captain or billionaire team owner. No fear. I love that. All right. So there was another match yesterday that happened on Kids Day. Saludos
a los niños.
A los niños.
Y niñas.
Amigos, chiquillos, chiquillas.
Niñas. Any kid out
chicos.
there, how we identify?
Bay FC. So a match that you're like, okay, cool. San Diego Wave can kind of bounce back. They have a chance to regain some confidence after going to Portland. You're back at home. A team that should be on paper manageable to win. To win, yeah, I want to get a result, but win. Yeah. Didn't turn out that way, and Wave it was the better team. Like, they played much better for a majority of the match.
In this game, I would say they were. That's why I was pushing back against Kenza in the last game, because they were technically Wave had more chances in the last game, but you weren't. I didn't feel like they were the better team because Portland was comfortable in their defense. They knew what was going to happen and they let it come to them and they were able to defend it. In this game, it felt like Wave were the better team because they were truly creating chances and putting the pressure on, and it looked uncomfortable for AFC. But when you give a goal up in the first 5 minutes, it's just tough. And Kennedy Wesley also said it too in the post-game press conference that we're not trying to give up goals early and make mistakes like that. And we didn't get to ask specifically about this moment here, but just tough for Wesley, I think. Is most of the blame you put on Wesley for this one or for Didi Heritage?
She tries to challenge the ball. She tries to tackle the ball and trying to step in front of it. And in that, she stops her own momentum. And so she doesn't have a chance to come back and at least make the run a little bit more uncomfortable and close in. But again, Didi in that moment could have done a little bit better because I did see you come out. I saw you. You
see the hesitation.
You hesitated, and a goalkeeper can never hesitate. They just grind you down in training for that. You come out, you come out with conviction. You take everything that it takes. You take your teammate out, whoever dares to be in front of you. You take them out to make sure that the ball is not in the box. And hesitated. She crab walked to the side, left herself open. 5-hole goal. At that point, Bay, job done. They scored their goal. They could have been happy with a tie, with giving up another one. They could have been all right with it. They weren't necessarily asking too many questions of Wave. Wave matriculated, great word, through the field and played their game. They didn't fall into Bay FC's match. They didn't fall inside of their into their game plan. They executed everything that they wanted to. Dudinha looked dangerous on the left. They kept ignoring Portillo on the right, like you're saying. Just, persona non grata. I don't care if you're open. I'd rather go with Dudinha on the left, getting double covered.
That's how they were treating Portillo on the field.
Yeah,
just from the angle in the press box, it looked like there were multiple times where she was open, and they were just decisively saying, we're going to go to the left side. There's more players over there, but we're just still going to try and push it through the left side.
Yes, it was an insane pass to Tony Chiva forever. I have a little reward for you if and when you reveal yourself for you. So I'm genuinely curious. I'll keep your anonymity for sure. It actually amuses me a lot. But yeah, I mean, the rest of the match, San Diego is now trying to climb, not an Everest, not the summit that you climbed in Colorado, but a little cerrito, a little hill, essentially, a Rachel Hill.
Formerly of AFC.
Formerly AFC. Didi Harachi just kept getting in her own way with the ball at her feet 4 times. I counted 4 times where she just committed a potential gaffe of the week. But AFC again, just feeling, no, we're fine with 1. We're okay with 1. Like we'll manage this. We'll just wait, be patient. You're not going to shoot. You're not going to, get the ball in a dangerous position. And even if you do, you're not going to finish. And for the most part, that's exactly what happened. Ludmila looked to be a little bit frustrated too in the match and just the runs that her teammates were doing or lack thereof. And then, beep, penalty call because Ludmila is creating something, yellow card situation. Who was it? Kennedy Wesley and somebody else who went on top of the...
no, it was Dudinia and Leah Godfrey.
Dudinia and Leah Godfrey were standing over the ball for a penalty. And I told you, this is a Kenza. This is Kenza for sure.
I was joking that maybe Kennedy Wesley's going to take it. She was getting instruction from Jonas Eidevall at midfield, and I thought she was going to have a full run up from the midfield into the penalty area. But yeah, Kenza Dali takes it. In the match itself, I thought, like at the game, I thought it was just a missed penalty by Kenza, but Silkovic gets her hand to it.
Yeah, no, it's a phenomenal save.
So when you look at it, it's like, damn, what a save.
That's phenomenal.
The perfect like bottom spot of the goal as well. So like maybe not the strongest shot by Kenza, but it's things like that are going to happen with any penalties. It's just tough.
No, it's a great save. And honestly, a little part of me thought, well,
boom, another save.
There goes the confidence.
Corner kick.
Yeah, and she absolutely played well compared to Didi on the other side. I see people asking, like, would you take Didi or Philippe, Tony, between Didi or Leia? Who would you trust more between the sticks? Didi.
But Freeman was kind of more comfortable with her feet.
She was, but people figured out that you could just shoot at her.
That's messed up. But
no, I mean, it's como coladera. Like it's just it goes like a sifter. It just goes right through. Like you're gonna get some resistance, but it's still gonna go through.
Say that about my fellow Oregon Duck, man.
Well, she should quack on back into the training room and get some shot stopping.
I've seen the shot stopping ability again in a game against UCLA, but yeah, just haven't seen it at the NWSL level.
What's the deal with Luisa? Is she not ready for a chance? We'll ask. I think that's a good midweek. That's a good midweek question for sure.
Thank you, Brad. We'll definitely ask. How would you phrase that? It's like, we've seen.
Well. First of all,
we're probably gonna have to talk to Becky Tweed about it.
We're not talking to Jonas Eidevall.
Mr. Red Card over here, yeah,
for sure. Because later on in this match, that does indeed happen after this. Just like we saw Leah Friedman, the last you'll see of Leah Friedman in the starting lineup is the last you'll see of Jonas Eidevall, at least in this match, on the bench because he does get a red card. They're not going to show it.
Yeah, real quick. Silkovic 26 saves in her last 3 matches.
Insane.
So sometimes when your goalkeeper's on a opposing team's goalkeeper on a run, you just like, hey man, sucks. You got hit by someone that's playing out of their mind right now. So I think you can kind of say a little bit of that from this wave match, but Jonas Eidevall makes unnecessary error late in this game. And I think it's this happens more, especially in a home match when the other team's parking the bus. I think I counted they started parking the bus around like 68th minute, where as far as like time wasting goes, where it's just like, all right, we're walking to the throw in, the goalkeepers tossing the ball, doing the little shenanigans and stuff.
The dark arts. Every single team does this. It's very normal in soccer to do this.
you shouldn't be. Obviously, because it happened so early, maybe that's why it was so frustrating for Jonas, Eidevall and the San Diego Wave fans that were in attendance. But it's gonna happen. I heard them doing the counting down the goalkeeper as well. I heard it go up to like 16 at one point, which is kind of funny.
I will challenge and again but love us at least me some siren support, go full 90. I challenge San Diego Wave fans to be in it, not just in those moments, just be in it for 90 minutes. It was my girlfriend. She took her like a little niece. She's 6 or 7. I should probably know that 7. And it was her first game, and she'd never been to. She went to the last Mojo game, and she was like, "Wow!" And then she plays soccer.
She's like, "You're never gonna see this." That's so messed up.
Yeah,
take her to the Mojo game. Oh, whoa, that's so cool. I love professional volleyball.
You're never gonna see them again. And then I had a Presidente Tali from the Sirens, who blessed us with some tickets, and just properly compensated. So I ruined them because it's row like it's a section on the right where you have to go in through the tunnel in the middle of Snapdragon, where next to the press box.
Yeah.
So it's just that right in front. So it's literally front row. So she saw the Jonas Eidevall red card throwing,
almost touched the jacket.
Almost, yeah, no.
But yeah, so for those that are probably just listening on audio, 86 minute, Dudinha has the ball. They Wave have a promising attack coming up. Gia Corley subbed on was really great. I think somebody also mentioned it earlier that Gia Corley coming on, if she's at her best, she probably could deserve a shout in the starting 11. But Gia Corley starting to play really, really well. And then Dudinha gets the ball, tries to, it's like kind of 50-50, goes for the ball, kicks it, hits the Bay FC player right in the face. Obviously in the face. Any sort of face injury, we said it earlier in the show as well. You have to stop the game.
Yeah.
Obviously, the other team is time wasting at this point.
100%.
It's late in the match. You want to get an equalizer, but it's a kick to the face. You're developing an attack. You're building something strong, but have to stop the match. Solid decision by the referee, in my opinion.
I have to agree.
Then
that's player safety.
It's part of the game. Yeah, the player safety has become a stronger part of the game, and I think the game is better for it.
So then, and I put this still image in they
don't show it. I'll do a reenact.
A 76 minute. You see Jonas with his jacket on here for effect. Then you're gonna go ahead and see. I'm just trying to see if you'll see Abe. All right. Oh. Yeah, no, there's boom. Just one of those. Loses his mind. Red card comes out. That was excellent. Huh? That's just the paint from the floor. It's okay. It's sanitary. You decided to do that. The garage. And you can see a jacketless Jonas Eidevall, because the jacket has been thrown on the ground, as Abe demonstrated here.
Yeah, they didn't have it. You could definitely see it in the stadium, because he is very over exaggerating with it, and then he kind of points himself like, me.
Is that for me?
Maybe it could have been a yellow card. You could have said it could have been a yellow card, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Un berrinche, unless it was just profane.
We didn't hear him either. Maybe the referee heard something.
Maybe, but what could he? Even if he said, "For fuck's sake," yellow card. But that didn't impact anything outside of who we got in the post match.
Yeah, that's true.
At this point,
Becky Tweed stands up immediately and is like shouting directions.
Yeah, she's like,
she is like basically head coach, B, like head coach A, head coach B. Like, they're both really, really important to this team and treat the job well. And I think a lot of players really respect Becky Tweed as well. She has the experience in the NWSL previously with Angel City, so it's not that much that you're getting different. They're still creating chances to have moments, but AFC hold on.
They do, and with that, couple of things, right? Jonas Eidevall with the red card. It didn't seem like they were going to come back at all, essentially. But then I lost my train of thought. Choo.
I think I cut my lip taking my jacket off. It's because he had like a zip up jacket too, so I had to like pull off my jacket. So he had to like think about that too. It's just kind of funny. He had to go one arm, second arm, pull it all the way off, and then throw it on the ground.
Slam it on down.
That did make me realize that like maybe that's why it was a red card, because he had to put some thought into
because it was premeditated.
It was premeditated because you don't like he had to take one arm. The other, like taking that jacket off is hard when you're angry.
All right, Brad,
back to your train of thought.
Wave have this actually was a train of thought. Wave have 3 first half goals. Barcenas lead the team with shots with 5.56. Dudinha in second, and
shots on target
90,
3.89.
These are great stats for sure. And but it's time to start Melanie Barcenas on the right wing and see what happens, because these first halves with the other options are consistently not good enough. And my counterpoint to that is that, much like the blueprint is out for San Diego Wave and how to defend, blueprint's been out. Are you smelling?
Yeah, I was burping.
Oh, okay. I'm like, don't focus. It's not that dirty. The blueprint has been out for how to defend Melanie Barcenas, and it's just wait.
Yes, we did see that in this game where you had 2 players on her that kind of just waited, and she was forced to pass it back. But I do think that Melanie Barcenas getting a start would be really fun, and I think a thing that other teams would worry about, and like pull some attention from Dudinha on the left side too, because like you see Melanie Barcenas get a lot of attention when she's on the pitch too, and that's usually, I think, because she's coming on as a sub and is a lot faster than everybody at that point in the game, and also has the technical skill that we've seen with her feet. I think she could deserve a shot at the starting spot. Although they have been kind of saying, or Jonas has said in the past, that like bringing her for a full 90, or at least starting, they didn't want to start her to start out because of the injury concern, and building her back up from where she was at last season with her leg injury. So that could mostly be why she's not starting. Like, she's still like only 19 years old.
She's a better game changer than she is a starter.
We haven't seen her enough at a starter, I think, to judge that. And I think the profile of player makes you believe that she's a better game changer than a starter. But let's see her going full speed to start the game, the entire team going full speed to start the game. How difficult is that for you to defend when you have Dudinha coming at you freaking hard as hell on the left side? You have Ludmila coming at you right there in the middle, and then you have Leah Godfrey as well. I think it could be really, really fun if Melanie Barcenas starts, but that is considering keeping her fitness level high and wanting her to play over the course of a full season.
Well, it may happen because Becky Tweed is taking charge, and she might decide, hey,
she changes some things up.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what? We were joking about that. Becky Tweed takes over head coach.
Kenza,
my stamp on this team.
Bye. I need
the I don't want to play with this anymore.
Yeah.
Fusco's coming in. Cat Macario, wrap that ankle up.
No. Starting center back, Daniela Arias. That's how you know. Agudelo and Daniela Arias. Maybe they can do that against Chicago this month. Maybe a good idea. I just think there's nothing to lose given that we're getting from the likes of Gabby. I mean,
yeah, but I mean, you have Kimi Escanio you could put up there. You could put Leah Godfrey back on the wing, move Mia Escanio back into the middle,
and then you have a thing about Cat Macario. When is that going to happen?
I don't think it happens to the World Cup at this point. Why rush it? She hasn't been seen training on the pitch with teammates. Training off to the side, perhaps.
Were you the one that told me that it was interesting designation that went from a different part of the body?
It went from ankle to heel. I believe.
Okay.
Injury designation, but they've said heel since she was at Chelsea, so it's not that much of a different change in injury designation.
You know what scares me about that?
What?
What's the part between?
Oh, the Achilles?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Isn't that calf, though? They would always say calf, but maybe they're hiding that, or they were hiding that at Chelsea because they could sell her for a transfer fee.
And for the amount of time that she's been out, the way that they've been treating it, it might have been a full tear or rupture.
Maybe it was a calf issue, and they decided the science behind the Achilles thing now is that, like, hey man, if you have a calf issue, stop.
Relax.
Basically, stop. You can build back. You're better off that way than rupturing or tearing the Achilles. So maybe you got something there. Maybe
that's crazy, right?
It is a little sniff. We'll have to see though.
Yeah.
I want to get to a wave training at some point this year.
Yeah, we need to do that.
See what the pitch looks like, what the team's looking like. But
let's see. I hope Tweed doesn't get all sentimental and start Haracic on Saturday. If she's smart, she'll start Agudelo in goal, change back to forward, drop Facera and Dali, drop Portillo and Ludmila. The comments are going back and forth between Didi, Freeman, and saying that Freeman didn't do that bad, which the slander, I don't think there's slander if there's, again, evidence on basic things. Those 2 goals were not the best. 90%, 80% of the NWSL saves the second one. You would hope it's 90. The first one, closer to get to that 80 range, but it's all about positioning, right? Didi, ball on the foot, just nightmare fuel. And the way that this team plays is very important. You need somebody to organize that back line too. Not saying that it would have to do anything with anything, but Luisa's English, he had to interview her in Spanish because she didn't speak English or wasn't comfortable in English. We don't know what the level is right now, but still an interesting thing.
She's got this. I think we saw her at World Sevens, and I definitely saw the shot stopping ability.
Yes,
and obviously compacted pitch, and they're all kind of playing in weird times in their season, so it's maybe not the best time to judge. It's a 3-day match and weekend in Florida, so. But I wouldn't be opposed to a Luisa's appearance or start.
The sunshine's gonna cure Cat.
That's true.
All right, let's hear really quick from assistant coach, but going to be head coach next week, Becky Tweed.
Became difficult for San Diego Wave through this match in order to break through those lines. They seem to have dominant possession and kept more to their shape. What did ACFC do to make things complicated?
Yeah, I think obviously going 1-0 down early in the first half gives you a lot of time, but also as the longer the time goes on, you feel a little bit more pressure. And I think you could see that tonight. I think that's something that's happened to us a couple of times, and we really need to look at and figure out how we can solve and how we can fix that. I think we created enough chances to win the game. And on another day, it's a different result, but we've definitely got to go away and reflect and look at what we can improve and grow on. This season is long, and we all know the NWSL is a crazy space, and anyone can beat anyone. And I think that's an example of that. The best team on the day doesn't always win the game, and that's what makes this league so special and so great. And yeah, we need to go away and reflect on how we can turn these games around in our favor.
And then what was the message for the team, specifically Kenza, after the penalty and just that emotion and that moment moving forward?
Yeah, I think.
Real quick, second week that they say best team didn't win the game today.
Mm-hmm.
Does that frustrate you?
Yeah, because
I think this is modern coaches and modern soccer. When
PR
you have,
speak.
I guess, but the stats are like, maybe it's better because I think coaches used to lie and be like, yeah, we need to be better, blah, blah, blah. Even when they had like a good performance, they would like put on a show and be like, yeah, we're playing poorly, whatever. I don't know. It feels weird when you lose 2 matches.
Sometimes there is too much respect given to the opponent.
And yeah, I guess.
Like, oh, we don't. Okay, again, LAFC, San Diego FC. Mikey was like, well, they got, there's good players on the other side. Yes, good. development players. I guess good compared to your development project as well. But here it's like Bay wasn't the best team on the day, but they did what they needed to do collectively to get the 3 points. So therefore they did by default, they are the best team.
I was like talking to myself about XG last night, driving home from Snapdragon, just like XG. It's like, what is XG? Why is it XG? And it's like XG is an important stat, and it matters, and it ultimately over the course of a full season will tell you who the better teams are. But in the minute of 2 games in a row where San Diego Wave lose 2 matches, I was a little bit going insane, just like they lost both matches. Better team. I told that to my mom, who doesn't ever watch soccer, but she's like, "What do you mean they're the better team? They lost." And I was like,
"Yeah,
exactly." But
is your mom? Is she right for SanDiego.Futbol? Yeah.
What? She might be watching right now, actually.
Hola. XG is flawed, but also helpful. I mean,
I love XG. It's one of those things. You love something, and then you also want to like punch it sometimes.
Yeah,
but
you have to take it completely, and either you
this is all
throw
stats.
it away. It's a made up stats. It's a made up stat grounded in data.
Important data. Yeah.
This
is a book. I didn't even realize you have a book out here.
Yeah, the great and powerful Mr. Jeremy P, who watches our show. Okay, give it to me. Rick Steves. Cool. Do you know Rick Steves?
No.
Rick Steves is a KPBS guy that with glasses, and he goes around the world and does the shows, and that's my guy. That's he's in my legendary Weros list. That like if and when they do pass on, like I'll legitimately be sad.
Yeah.
Alex Trebek was on there.
John Sterling today made me a little bit sad when I woke up.
Oh,
you know who that is? That's he's a broadcaster for the Yankees. He's the one that goes.
Yeah? Oh no!
There we go. Oh no, that's Michael K. He's the one that goes. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. Yeah.
Regis Philbin was one of mine too, because he used to do that on Regis, Live with Regis and Kelly. Hey, Philippe, giving out shout outs to Mama Cepeda. All right, here is the rest of Becky.
You know, we go through a lot of emotions in the last 2 weeks with where we've come from off of the bat of winning games, then the turnaround in Denver. And I think these are things that you have to go through early in the season to experience and come out the other side. And I think this is just another lesson for us in that space. I mean, Kenza's an excellent pro. She's played in a bunch of games in a bunch of big tournaments, and she's been incredible for us over the last season and a half. And these things happen. Again, she's a pro. The team is all behind each other, and we know that we all play a part in results, wins or losses. So we just have to move forward from it and get our heads up, get some rest, and move into the next game.
And then if you could just give us your perspective from the action that saw it, eventually Jonas get red. You just give us your perspective from that action.
No, I'm not going to speak about that. Sorry.
Then we're not going to speak about the rest of the match.
All right, sounds good. We'll speak about.
It's okay. They don't have to talk about it, but
we
at the same time,
asked.
we had to ask, and yeah, not going to speak about that.
If I speak, I get in trouble.
Becky Tweet's nice. One time she was like shouting at people not shouting, but like trying to scare people from like one of the windows in the training, like the trailers outside of the. Like she was hiding in the window where everyone's like standing outside the window.
Yeah,
and she just went like boom. Just to like scare everyone there. It's kind of funny. She's nice.
I like that. Can you guys ask about the update for Armstrong 2? The rumor was May. Yeah, for sure. Just the general updates for injuries coming on up. Cool. So with
last time I asked the injury question about when they were coming back from the break, he was just like, I think you won't be surprised with where the injury statuses are. And I was just like, what does that even mean? Like, I was like, I guess that just means like it's probably all going to be the same. But I was thinking to myself, like, what is he trying to say?
Well, good thing is it's Becky this week, so she might give a different answer.
Maybe.
And next, now I want to ask Jonas about it. Jonas, what would you not expect from a timeline to be for this? For that. Is it safe to call Ludmila a bust now? Uncomfortable conversation need to be held.
Did you see Adriana Leon last year?
Exactly. Compare those performances so far in the year. Ludmila's definitely Ludmila's gotten you goals. Ludmila's opened up stuff. Ludmila's unlocked Dudinya for a great portion of this season so far. So no, she's contributing in the same way that a center forward needs to take attention away from the rest of the players to have them create.
Compared to how she played at Chicago, maybe a little bit underperformed
Yeah.
and not as much of the goal scorer, but she
because
kind of
she's-
needed to carry the team on her
Yes.
back when she was in Chicago.
because
so.
she's in a better team. She doesn't have to be the end all be all. She doesn't have to be the entire offense.
I think after the break, though, maybe she will be more comfortable in the system and be able to contribute some more, though. It's definitely not. As long as she stays healthy, I'd have a lot more confidence in her than I would Adriana Leon or anything like that. And Trinity Byers as well was pretty solid, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like she looked like a great option off the bench and can definitely offer something up top. But I think Macario is definitely the answer to the offense in general.
Yeah.
That was the implication with the video up top with Leia asking telling you, you're
Help me,
only
Obi-Wan
hope.
Kenobi.
Help me, Katarina Macario. You're only hope. Good stuff. Anything else? San Diego Wave go up to LA.
Angel City.
Angel City.
I'm not going to be able to make the trip up. I'm going
Oh.
to go to my cousin's graduation. Shout out to Michelle. Great seeing people graduate and stuff. Unfortunately, not going to be able to see. I know a lot of sirens are going to go up. A lot of people are going to go up for this game. Feeling a little jealous, a little FOMO, but seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. Got both teams are coming off 2 losses. I think Angel City off of 3 losses in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So you have some intense. You can have some intense back and forth. Angel City's a pretty solid team as well, even though they have lost their last 3 matches. I think they're dynamic. It's going to be fun. I'll tell you that. I don't think either of these teams are going to just sit back.
Just roll over.
No. Giselle Thompson seems like she can score at any moment. I didn't see it at first with Giselle Thompson when she started. I thought this is all right, is this just because she's Alyssa Thompson's sister? What are we doing here? But she's really good. Giselle Thompson's fun.
Guys, predict our next 5 games for the rest of the month. We'll stick to one. We'll stick to one.
What are we doing?
We'll
Wait, how many? Let's see, real quick.
We should be able to beat Angel City. I'm saying 2-1, maybe 3-1.
Yeah, you should be able to beat Angel City.
Yes, you should. Just like you should have been able to beat AFC though.
Rivalry match those. I don't think they've never drawn either, right? Angel City and San Diego. I don't think they've ever drawn.
No, it's
match
a
against each
victory
other.
either way.
So
And I think LAFC.
maybe they do for a draw.
Angel City has the upper hand on that one, right?
Barely, I think. Yes, I gotta look through my big sheet, but
I'd rather be starting Ludmila than Riley Tiernan on Saturday.
yeah, and that's why you got to be happy with Ludmila.
They did tie last year in March. Is what
Oh
we're
yeah,
hearing
I'm
here.
so dumb. It was they tied multiple times. Yeah, it was the 1-1 game. Gia Corley scored. It was the first game of the season. How did I forget that?
All right, Abe.
Not bad. Washington's on unreal level right now. I shouldn't be upset if you lose that one or tie. Be happy with that. Rematch against Houston. Tough defense. Houston's been playing better. They need to find an attacking player that performs at a high level. Mackenzie Robbie, we didn't mention it. Mackenzie Robbie out with the ACL injury.
Ooh,
Full
tough.
season. Tough. Get better soon. Mackenzie Robbie, always nice to us.
Yeah, she was.
Orlando Pride, fun one. Jackie Ovalle, Martha. Orlando Pride. I haven't caught a lot of Orlando Pride games this year, being quite honest. We'll see. Anyways, that's too far ahead.
All right.